Yeah. What's up? What's up, man? It's your boy Taalib. You know who it is. I don't got no spiffy intros and shit. I just say what's happening. I ain't made a Taalib talk in a while because I've been really focused on my Taalib's talismans. Talismans.com. I'll put a link down below. We got that fly spirit drip. You know what I'm saying? Just got a whole bunch of new stuff in, a lot of new stock and new inventory. Got these nice 10mm beaded bracelets, man. These things is chunky. My bad, I'm driving. If you couldn't tell, you see that? Them things is big. Wow, 10mm. We got the big boy toys. They stretch. We got some chip bracelets. All different types of stones and crystals. We got some stuff for the kids, some stuff for the women. A whole bunch of new inventory, man. So slide on through the Taalib's talismans and check me out, man. But yeah, out of all the videos that I posted, the one I had the most interaction on was the one where I find it to be unfortunate, but it is what it is because I just like conveying experience and knowledge anyways. So if people found something in that particular video and they took something from that, then it is what it is. But it's the one where basically I'm talking about my experience in prison. And I was actually going to come back and do a part 2 because that last video was so long. And damn, traffic sucks out here. That video was so long, I wanted to kind of cut it short, so I did. And then I never made a part 2 because at that time I was more involved with music, and I had a bunch of other projects going on that I felt I needed to direct my focus to. So I kind of want to touch on something that has to do with the penitentiary in prison, but it's not necessarily about my experience in prison, but my experiences I've been out of prison, and recidivism and things like that. In case you don't know what that is, recidivism is the amount of people who reoffend. You know what I mean? And the recidivism rate, unfortunately, is hella high. You know what I mean? A lot of people reoffend because for various reasons. You know what I'm saying? Some people may just not have got it. Some people may not care. Some people may have just been put in a situation. Some people really become institutionalized and they actually get comfortable in that living situation, excuse me, where you're, being taken care of, and you don't really got to worry about bills and shit. You don't really got to worry about anything outside of, the potential threats in your your immediate surroundings. You know what I'm saying? So, your boy them got buff, so, I want to move the camera, see how I triple my muscles. But anyway, yeah, man, so since I've been out, man, it's been a real interesting journey. You know what I'm saying? I've been through multiple phases since I've been out. Ups and downs, all types of shit. You know what I mean? And it's just interesting how much the world has changed in the 9 years that I was gone. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still adjusting. I've been out for 2 years now, and I'm still adjusting. And there's a lot of people who I've talked to who are in the same situation as me. They're still adjusting. Because it's like, fuck, man, so much has changed. You know what I'm saying? And some of the main things that I've noticed that have changed is, like, obviously, structures and shit like that have, buildings become gone. People who used to be there ain't there no more, whatever. But I'm saying some of the biggest changes that I feel, that I've seen that are affecting shit is like the language of a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not talking about like slang, but I'm talking about just like certain things that kind of used to be like understood, like, universally, are not really understood anymore. Certain words that people used to use have new meanings, or people are, being real literal with meanings, or, now you got people who are really into etymology, so they don't want to, don't use these certain words and shit. So because of that, people say different things, and it's just really interesting because it's like, back in the day, you used to be able to be like, blah, 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 blah. I can't really think of no examples off the top of my head, but I know you know what I'm talking about, You used to be able to say something, and then now it's just like, motherfuckers are gonna be hella offended. You know what I mean? Or certain groups now have found a voice, and now since they have found a voice, now all of a sudden people who used to, speak out against that are totally for that and act like they've totally been for that particular stance from the beginning. And it's like, man, and it's fucked up because you can't even really speak out against certain shit because the censorship is real, man. I watch a lot of YouTube influencers, and then they gotta make disclaimers and all types of shit. All they're doing is just dropping knowledge. And a lot of what they're saying is true. And it's not just their truth, it's like, it's fucking factual what they're saying. And they still have to make a disclaimer and say that they're doing it for the purposes of entertainment or something like that, so there's no fucking backlash because there's so many people out there who fucking complain, you know what I mean? Or there's so much censorship and there's so much motherfucking knowledge that they don't want us to know, that it's like when people convey it, they trip and they shut you down. And it's like, that brings me back to the thing about language. There's even like specific words now that people have to not say. They got to be hella careful. And it's just hella deep, man. I've just noticed that was like one of the biggest things that I noticed, man. Because I'll have conversations with people and they'll be like, some people are hella sensitive. You got to tiptoe around certain shit. And it's like, I feel like I shouldn't have to do that. So I try not to even be around those type of people. If I feel like I got to tiptoe around something, man, then I don't even really want to be around you. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. But, what inspired me to make this video, really was just kind of looking at where I'm at, where I was before I went to prison, where I was in prison, and where I'm at now. And, man, it's really easy to fall into old habits, man. It's really easy. And I wish, there was a stronger word to use or a stronger phrase than old habits die hard. You know what I mean? Like, it's like really a fucking psychological thing. It's really something that's been embedded and imprinted upon you, and then you live that out for so many years, and then when you change that part of you, the amount of time that you have been operating in this new you doesn't even fucking like halfway match how long you were operating in the old you. So it's, kind of easy to slip back into those old patterns because you're so used to it. It's like second nature. You know what I mean? Like, when I first got out, I found myself immediately doing something that I know I shouldn't have done just because it was old habit, because I'm so used to doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not on parole no more. I discharged my parole and everything. You know what I'm saying? But damn, like right when I got out, I found myself in a thought process. And I'm like, damn, why am I even thinking this? I literally asked, like, why am I thinking this? I know damn well this is the most stupid thing to do. And it's because, like, it was something that I was already hella used to doing. 9 years I was in the penitentiary, but that was in the penitentiary, right? So when I got back to the streets, it was like those old thoughts of what I was doing when I was on the streets came back. And it's like, it's crazy because I feel like in the penitentiary, there are things that you can do to rehabilitate yourself because they're sure the fuck not doing it. Yeah, they offer little classes and shit like that. But unless it's like some fucking like deep psychological type course, you know what I'm saying? You doing a fucking Alcohol Anonymous class and writing some letters, you know what I mean? Asking forgiveness to some loved ones and shit like that. I believe that that'll bring you, this is just my opinion, I believe it'll bring you a level of peace, which I think that you have to absolutely begin to try to obtain before you can move further. Is you have to try to, become at peace within yourself and, and forgive yourself for some of the things that you've done, so that resentment's gone or whatnot. But at the same time, it's like, that's a small part. Okay, let me rephrase that. I apologize. That is actually a big part. But I'm saying that's not the entire thing. That's not gonna, like, for instance, all right, let me just give you an example. This will be better, man. I don't like smoking weed no more. I don't smoke trees. You know what I'm saying? God, plant, ganja, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I don't smoke weed, right? because it affects my mind differently than it used to when I was younger. So I don't blow trees no more, right? So the thing is I still like the feeling of smoke going into my lungs though. I like the feeling of playing with weed and breaking it down and rolling it up and putting it to my lips and lighting it and smoking. Like the motion. I still like the motion of doing that. So sometimes, just out of, what I'm used to doing, because I've been smoking weed since I was, I don't know, 13 years old or something like that, all the way till I was in my 20s, till I went to the pen. That's a long gap. You know what I mean? So sometimes, just to kind of get like that feel, I'll roll some weed up, and then I'll hit it, and I'll be like, okay, cool, like this feels good, and then I'm high, and now I'm like, fuck, why did I do this? This is why I stopped smoking, because I don't like being high no more. Because I like my mind sober more than when it's under the influence. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what I mean. It's like those old behaviors, man, is deeper than just like, it's psychological, man. It's like it becomes physical at that point. It's deeper than just like, it's deeper than rap. You know what I'm saying? So I say all that to say, like, as far as like recidivism and shit like that, some people literally have carried guns their whole life and have become comfortable. It's like putting on a shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're really involved in that lifestyle, it's like, damn, you put on a shirt, you put your shoes on, you put your pants on, you grab your wallet, you grab your gun, you're out the door. It's like a part of your attire. You know what I'm saying? So some people, when they get out, they feel like, damn, I gotta carry a gun again, because they're so used to actually feeling it on their hip. If you've ever been in jail, you already know. The first few days, I swear to God, you're gonna feel your fucking cell phone vibrate in your pocket. You'll be sitting there in the day room watching TV like, oh, where's my phone at? You know what I'm saying? Because you're so used to carrying it. If you've been to jail, you already know. You know what I'm talking about. You know it's 100. You know what I'm saying is correct. If you've been in jail, you know what I'm saying is 100. Because everyone does it. You'll fuck around and be asleep on your bunk, and you'll feel it, like your hand will be on your fucking pillow, and you'll feel shit, and you'll reach for it. And you'll wake up like, what the fuck? And for a second, you'll think you're at the house, like, where the hell's my phone? And you'll be like, oh shit, I'm in jail, I ain't got no phone. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's things like that. And that to me is something that's deep, man. That's something that's embedded in your mind. So coming out of prison after doing hella time, it's easy to fall back into some kind of old habits, because your body is just used to doing it. Your brain is already programmed to do that. You can reprogram your brain while you're in prison, but it's not fucking easy. It's not. And the older you get, in my opinion, I feel like the harder it is. It's not impossible, but it's not easy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't do it. A lot of people don't do it, man, because it's like, it's hard. You could try, and you'll feel like you're on a good path, and all of a sudden, boom, you do something and fuck up, and then like, oh, you feel like shit, because you already know you wasn't supposed to do that. And then you know, some people won't ask themselves why, or they will ask themselves why. They won't follow through with the thought process, and they won't be able to fucking explain why. So then they just push it to the side, and then they continue to do it, instead of really trying to find out a fucking way to notice the triggers, or find out a way to, curve from that behavior. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a trip, man, because being out of prison, sometimes I fall into some old habits. You know what I mean? And it's like, sometimes we make choices, and sometimes we do things, man, and like, by the time you already do it, man, it's damn near too late. Like, you already did it, now you gotta fucking face the consequences, and it's just like, you know what I mean? You just hope that you're in a position financially, spiritually, mentally, to be able to handle what it is that life's about to throw at you because you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? To keep it 100, I'm in one of those types of situations, which is why I want to make this video, man. And I don't really have much of an audience on here, and the people who do come watch, man, not a lot of y'all have even been to jail. You know what I'm saying? But I'm hoping that somebody comes across this shit, and hopefully what I'm saying is resonating. You know what I'm saying? So if that's the case, I want to try to give some personal advice. You really have to just do different shit. Like, I'm talking about shit that you've never done, to replace the thing that you were doing before that you're so used to. You know, like if you have an addictive personality, which I do, and I was addicted to the feeling of the smoke going, you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's easier for me to replace that than it is to just flat out get rid of it. For instance, cigarette smokers, when they try to stop smoking a cigarette, what do? Instead of reaching for a cigarette, they'll reach for a stick of gum. That's because their mind is still, you know what I mean? It's still used to the going in their pocket and then opening something and putting it in their mouth. It's like the actual movement is like embedded in their fucking brain. So instead of a cigarette, it's a piece of gum. You know what I mean? And then they took it a step further and they started making that, you know, the gum with the nicotine in it to kind of wean you off of nicotine or whatnot. You know what I mean? Because it's in the gum. Every time you chew some gum, you know, it slowly releases in your body, blah, 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 blah. Even though we know it's a lot of shit. But we already know that's what that's for, though. You know what I mean? So it's like, you got to find something healthy. For every unhealthy behavior, you have to replace it with a healthy behavior. In my opinion, you know, and that could be hard to do. It just depends on what your poison is, man. You know, I'm not going to tell you if you like to do blow and snort water instead, but you got to find something that gives you like the equivalent of that high that you're seeking. If it's literally just the feeling of something going in your nose, well, shit, snort water. You know what I'm saying? Feel me? I don't know. Shit, snort some chopped up ice or some shit. Snort some salt one time and burn yourself. Nah, I'm not. That was a plan, man. I am not advising anybody to do any of those things. I'm not advising anybody that was all for fun. You know what I mean? But like I'm saying though, like you got to just find something that is positive to, you know, replace the negative. You know. And then eventually, I feel like you'll start developing new habits. Like, for me, meditation to me is now kind of like a replacement for like sleeping. Because I love to sleep. I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad habit, but it's pretty wasteful. So to put myself in a relaxed state, you know, I'll meditate and that will relax me. You know what I'm saying? Instead of just taking a nap at 3 o'clock in the after fucking noon, when I should be working or should be getting some money or making some music or doing something, man, I'll take a second and I'll meditate. You know what I mean? And it'll still make me, you know, peaceful, kind of like, it's not really the same as sleeping, but it's just replacing one habit with something else. Because when you get out the pen, you know, especially if you've been down for a while, it's gonna fucking hurt you when, or if, you know, I'll say if, because I'm not gonna say when, because not everyone has this problem, but for those of us who do have this problem, when you get out, especially when you've done some time, and you're sitting there like, man, why the fuck? I just got out the pen. Why am I doing this? You know what I mean? You're going to have to find something to replace that, man. You're going to have to figure it out. Until you're mentally prepared enough to dive into why you're doing it and root it out. Once you root it out of you, then it's all good. But until then, you might have to just find something to replace it. You know? Like, I love, when I was younger, I used to hustle. I love getting boxes. I used to love getting baggies of whatever it was and separating it and selling it. I used to love the feeling of doing that. You know what I'm saying? Now I get juiced when I get some of my talismans. When I go make an order, you know, like a wholesale order, and boom, I get 3 or 4 boxes full with my jewelry that I sell. You know what I'm saying? It feels good. It gives me like the same feeling, like no bullshit. It releases like the same feeling in my head. But it's cool because now it's positive. Not only is it legal, but the positive attributes, you know what I mean, that come with these crystals and this jewelry, you know, the types of people, it's a different community from drug addicts that I'm involved with now. So it's all positive. I took away the drug addicts and I put, you know, and replaced them with spiritual people. But they have like the same type of like, oh damn man, you got some tiger's eye. Oh man, they got the hematite with it. Oh damn man. Oh yeah, that pink quartz, that's cool for my girl. You know, it's like a whole different type of I'm not trying to liken them to drug addicts, but I'm just trying to say it's replacing something. You get what I'm trying to get at? It's like, it's dope because the whole environment changes and it's something positive. But at the same time, though, you're still kind of fulfilling that fucking like, that I don't want to use the word addiction, man, but that habit, you know what I'm saying? And that familiarity, you know what I'm saying? But instead of it being something detrimental, it's something that's positive and helpful. You know, I love when I get a box. I open it up and I'm sitting over there and I'm like, ugh, man, ooh, look at this Kayan Ayato necklace on. I'm like, ooh, I already wore it. Can't sell that one now. Let me go ahead and keep it. Got my energy on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, smell this sage. Let's burn it. You know what I'm saying? And it looks like a big old blunt. And I like the sage and I'll smell it like it's some tree. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like you got to find something to replace it, man. And now I got a business, you know what I'm saying? I used to call myself an entrepreneur and a businessman, but no, man, I was a drug dealer, you know what I'm saying? Now I'm an entrepreneur and a businessman because I actually own a business. You know what I mean? Co-owner, you know what I'm saying? With my girl Luna, man, like, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's a beautiful thing. So I just wanted to make this video for pretty much for those people and let you know that recidivism is real and your environment also plays a big role. You know, if you go back to home to the place where you caught your case, the chances of you reoffending are increased. I mean, that's simple mathematics. This is the place where you offended. This is the energy that you were in when you caught your crime. You know what I'm saying? This is the same place. People may be gone, but man, memories are still there. And with memories are attached what? Emotions. And people act off of emotions all the fucking time. You may be in an emotional state. You may be like, damn, man, I remember kicking it here with whoop-de-whoop. We used to get drunk and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And as you're saying this shit, man, you're driving to the liquor store to go get something to drink to try to recreate that feeling. It's real. That shit really fucking happens. It's real. You may be trying to recreate that feeling subconsciously. As you're sitting there like, damn, man, I miss whoop-de-whoop, man. I wonder what they're doing. Then you might start reaching out to people because you've already know, you've been here. You've been on that corner. You've been in that apartment complex. You've been at Whoop-de-Whoop's house. You drove down this street. You used to go to this store. All this shit's familiar to you. So what came with all that familiarity, man? Because it doesn't stop at just it's familiar physically. It's familiar spiritually. It's familiar mentally. You know what I'm saying? Out of habit, you used to do this. You might catch yourself doing the same shit. We used to control this block, and in that thought process, you might see somebody who give you a look. You know what I'm saying? That older you come out just real quick. Man, what are you looking at? This is ours. We used to be right here. It's been 10, 15 years. Ain't nobody there no more. But they are in here. They are still there. They're there with you as you're standing there. As long as you're living in that nostalgic state, they're there with you in your fucking mind. And we create our own reality. You know what I'm saying? So they're right there with you. And I'm speaking from personal experience. I know this is real. And I've talked to other people who share similar experiences, so I know this is real. It's not just my reality. This is other people's realities as well, man. You know, the brain is a powerful, powerful thing. It's a powerful, powerful thing, man. And it creates a lot. And if you don't know how to fucking control it, man, it'll create all type of shit, like bad situations. You know what I mean? If you don't know how to control your brain, your thought processes, and your emotions and shit. But, man, yeah, man. So I just encourage you, like, I would say leave. It took me too long. I tried my hardest, you know what I'm saying? I finally left, though. I'm gone. I'm 8 hours away from my old city. I don't even talk to half the people I used to. There's a few people who I still talk to, but for the most part, I don't really talk to a lot of them dudes. And what's crazy about it is when I came home, a lot of them dudes were like they say, man, they're doing the same shit. They're doing the same shit. Oh, yeah, he got a kid now. Oh, yeah, he got a nice car. Oh, yeah, he covered in tattoos. You know what I'm saying? But on the day-to-day, he's doing the same shit. It may be a bigger studio. It may be a nicer whip. You know? He's still living with his mama. She may have a different house, but he's still living with her. He may have had one kid. Now he got two. He may have had this one chick, but now he got another chick that's fucking just like the last broad. A lot of people was doing the same shit, man, so I got up out of there, man. And I feel like coming to a new area where you create new experiences and new energies, and then you create new habits because you're in a new spot. Some habits follow you, but some of them won't because you're in a new environment. And it's like you can't really do those same things here because you don't really know anyone like that. You know what I mean? Or it gives you a chance like, okay, new city, new you. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is all new people, new atmosphere, new environment, new experiences. Okay, cool. Like, you know, I can I can kind of get like a fresh start, like kind of start over. I think making you parole in the county and once you caught your case, man, I think that's a setup for fucking failure. Because you're going to run into the same fucking faces. I'm not a gang member. I'm not gang related, but a lot of people are gang related. They come home and they see their homies or they see their enemies. It's like, damn, what are they supposed to fucking do? Especially if they were those types of people who were used to carrying guns with them. It's like, what the fuck are they supposed to do? Why would you send this motherfucker right back to his neighborhood? Or right back to his city knowing damn well he's a registered fucking gang member. He has enemies. He's in here for shooting one of his enemies. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we know why they do that. It's fucked up. It really is. Because they're like a catalyst for recidivism. They are the fucking catalyst for it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, it should be like a mandatory thing. Like, you can't parole back to your city. You know what I mean? Oh, fuck, you don't have no people anywhere else? You know, or it should be a choice. Because some people don't give a fuck. Some people want to go back and get back involved in this shit. And those are people I just, like, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it. But you should be able to at least have a choice. You know what I mean? They told me, I was like, look, man, my whole family lives in another state. My whole family lives in another state. We're doing good for themselves. My cousin got a business out there, legit. Got a shop. He's going to teach me how to, you know, the ins and outs. He's going to put me on. Whoop. My mom's is out there. My brother's got a spot. He said I can come out there, stay with him. It's easy to get a job. It's cheaper out there, way cheaper than California. You know what I'm saying? Let me go out there. They're like, okay, yeah, sure. Right after you pay this $7,000 restitution. Right after I pay restitution, I have to pay you in order to fucking get my parole transferred because they want their money. They don't give a fuck. They just want their money. You're not about to transfer to another place without paying us our money first, motherfucker. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it is. They want their fucking money because it's a monetary system, man. Ooh, that motherfucking beast, boy. It's that slavery. It's that 13th Amendment. Look, I'm not going to get into all that. But I'm just saying, man, I'm trying to encourage people who get out to try to break old cycles. I feel like you should get out of your area. I feel like whatever it is that you feel like that your body likes to do, you should try to replace that with something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you were a fucking food eater like me, you know what I'm saying? I haven't found anything. If you have any fucking idea of what to do, please let me know because, boy, I put on so much weight. I was so fit when I came home. Boy, I was a whole brand new person. I look so good. I still look good, but I put some weight on, though. But damn, man, I was fit. But I like food. I came home. They got all types of shit I've never heard of before. They got like 10 different restaurants. I had to try them all twice. I had to try them all twice. And then that twice turned into twice. And here I am a year later looking like fucking Professor Clump. You know what I'm saying? This orange. I just stole this from my girl. I just want to go see her at work. I probably ain't even going to eat this motherfucker. But I'll go get some McDonald's. No, I don't even need McDonald's, though. For real, I try to stay away from fast food a lot. But yeah, man, I just want to try to be an encouragement because I feel like I put myself in a fucked up situation and I may or may not have opportunity to talk to people the way I want to, man. My intention is going to juvenile halls and talk to people and try to holler at them when they were young. When I was in the hall, Danny Trejo came in and talked to us. It was cool as fuck, man. Danny Trejo, you famous actor from East LA. He came in, he talked to us about all types of shit and he was talking about how he got put on fresh out the pen. You know what I mean? He was a sponsor. And he went and hollered at some dude at a movie set, and the dude was like, man, because he was, his sponsee was about to relapse. So Danny Trejo went over there to go holler at him. You know, don't quote me, this could be a little bit off, but I'm pretty sure this is what happened. He went over there to go holler at him, and they're like, hey, man, you look like a gangster. You know what I'm saying? Can you play a convict? Can you play a gangster? He's like, oh, motherfucker, I'm on parole. I am a convict. I am a gangster. Like, what you need me to do? They're like, can you fight? He ended up beating up the dude or some shit like that. Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, it may happen like that, but I kind of went off subject, man. My bad. I don't have to edit that out. But I just want to encourage people to try to find something different, man. Try to find something different when you get out. You know what I mean? If you're addicted to drugs and shit, man, I can't really give you too much advice because I was never really like an addict like that, but I was addicted to a certain type of lifestyle, you know. And fuck, man, like I said, oh, my bad, okay, I digress horribly there. Juvenile halls, I want to go into juvenile halls, you feel me? And I want to be able to talk to kids, you know? And I also want to be able to talk to obese kids. Because me just being a big dude my whole entire life when I was younger, man, it fucked with my confidence. You know what I'm saying? Being hella big, especially because all my friends were hella skinny. You know what I mean? I didn't want to talk to females. I didn't want to play sports. I didn't want to participate in PE because I breathe too hard when I run. Blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to go to parties because my clothes were too small or too big. I couldn't fucking get the coolest shirts and shit. All that shit affected me. My whole fucking, like, adolescence, that shit affected me. You know what I mean? That's why I went so hard when I was in the pit and lost so much weight. And I came home and now my mind is different. I see myself differently because even though I put this weight on, I thought I'm attractive in other ways. You know what I'm saying? Because I can offer shit that some extremely attractive people can't offer. You know what I mean? Because I'm a beacon of light. Flat out. You know what I mean? And I know that about myself now. And that in itself is attractive. It don't matter what. My teeth could be missing. Doesn't matter. I may not be like, oh, hella sexy. But I'm going to say something, though. And I'm going to show you something that no other motherfucker can say or show you. Guaranteed, man. That's me. But I've been like that, though. And I'm not being conceited. I'm just aware of my abilities and my power. You know what I'm saying? And shit, you should be too. Find out what it is that you know what I'm saying? And then own the shit. I own that. I know what I'm capable of. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, man, I'd love to go into the hall, man, and get involved in the community, shit like that, man, with the youth, because I tell you, boy, once you get to a certain age and you start getting too comfortable in those ways, man, it's gonna be hard as fuck for you to break them cycles, man. It's gonna be real hard to break them fucking cycles, man. Yeah, I hope this video helps somebody, man. And like I say, if you in that situation to where you got at the pin, you kind of don't know what's going on or why you're doing certain shit, man, it's psychological, man. It's spiritual. It's deep, man. You gotta figure out maybe what it was that triggered you to develop that habit in the first place. Start there. Why do I even smoke? Why do I even blow trees? Okay, I remember I was younger, I used to look up to my brothers. You know what I'm saying? My brothers, they used to blow trees, so it made me want to smoke. I wanted to be cool like them because I'm the youngest. Okay, they'll take it a step further. Well, shit, how did that help them? Did smoking weed ever help them? No. Did it ever help me? No. Well, shit, what are they doing with their lives? Where are they at in their lives, and do they still smoke? Versus where am I at, and do I still smoke? So is there a reason to go back and do it? How has smoking affected them, and how has it affected me? You know what I'm saying? Same thing with drinking. Same thing with anything, really. Damn, why did I even really used to like guns so much? Where's that come from? Why did I even why did I have to steal? Why did I have to talk a certain type of way? Why did I have to sag my pants? Why do I even listen to fucking rap music? Violent rap music? Why did this and that? Whatever it is that you're poisonous. Why do I listen to rock and roll? Why did I have to hit that motherfucker with my skateboard, dude? Why do I surf naked? Whatever the fuck it is that you feel like you do, man. Figure this shit out, man. Try to go back to the root of it, and that's where it starts at. Then you start trying to fucking pick that shit apart, and then you got to start comparing it with other shit of where you're at in life, and if you did pick the habit up, man, look at that person's life. This motherfucker used to eat a banana pill a day, but he has the whitest teeth on the planet. Maybe I should have did that, you know what I'm saying? Fuck, I don't know, man, but I know if any youth comes across this, I usually mark my shit that's not, you know, acceptable for kids to watch or whatever the age restriction. If any youth comes across this, you're out there gang banging and doing dumb shit, man, listen to these idiots in the music industry and shit like that, man, stop. It is not, man, listen, there's way more successful businessmen than drug dealers. For sure. That street money, that's not it no more. We are in 2022, man. It's so easy to start a fucking business. It's so easy to find other ways. You know, it's not easy to maintain one and, you know, maintain a successful business and make hella money. I ain't gonna even front on that. But I'm just saying, you know, there's a lot of fucking knowledge out there that you can go get for free. Right here on YouTube, man. You can go get hella knowledge for free and really try to put something together with your homies. Because all that street allure where these motherfuckers is hopping out doing all this dumb shit, boy, I tell you, it's real when they talk about your homie's gonna tell on you. He is. Your homie's gonna snitch. And if he doesn't snitch, he's gonna roll it up in the pen over a fucking dope debt. He is. If it's 5 of you, one of them's gonna snitch, 2 of them are gonna fucking roll it up, and the 2 of you who make it home, if you fucking don't catch hella extra time, if you do make it home, you might not even fuck with each other when you get out anymore. Because one of you might change your life, and the other one might not. You're gonna, I'm telling you, I see it too many fucking times, man. You wait till you get to the pen. Hopefully you don't ever have to go. When you get to the pen, you go talk to a motherfucking lifer. Yeah, go talk to someone who's been down for longer than you've been alive. And listen to the shit they gotta say. And they gonna look at you like, how old is you? Boy, you better get the fuck out. You still young. You may be in your 20s, like, what do you mean, man? I'm already 25. I'm an OG, statistically where I'm from, blah, blah. Shit, I don't want to hear none of that shit, motherfucker. You still alive. You only got 3 years left. Boy, yeah, you better go home and do something. You better go pick up a fucking book. You want to be a thug. You want to be a gangster for what? What do you get out of it? Like, really? What do you really get out of it? Ask them, what do I get out of being a gang member? What do I get out of being a drug dealer? Surface level, okay. Respect, okay. Money. Deeper than that, what do you really get out of it? What do you get? What are you really doing? What are you really doing? Besides killing off your own fucking people. It's your own people. So why do you hate your own people then? Why do you hate your own people? Niggas, we always talking about white people. We racist as fuck towards each other. What? Tell me I'm wrong. Nigga gonna turn on one fucking rap song right now and listen to what he's saying and tell me he don't sound racist. I'll kill a nigga, break a nigga head open, fuck a nigga, bitch, fuck a nigga, die nigga, I'll kill a nigga, whole family, fuck that nigga, fuck his kids, nigga. You sound like a fucking redneck racist motherfucker to me. For real. Yeah, black Nazi, you, black Nazi, yeah, you, nigga killer, right? Yeah, you. Black Nazi. Yeah. You sound stupid. You sound dumb. You sound ignorant. Somebody better call an ambulance. You sound like one of them. Call ambulance. You sound like one of them. Yeah, why are you doing it? Latino King, why are you doing it? Why are you doing it? African King, why are you doing it? For what? What movie? What movie did you watch growing up? Hood classics? Who directed them movies? Who put them movies out? Where'd they come from? Whose idea? Who was the director from this movie? Oh, yeah. Interesting thought there. Who directed this movie? Let's do a little bit of research on this guy. Where is he from? Why would this guy be making a movie about a bunch of black kids in the hood? Yeah, do some research, man. Think about it. Start getting deep with it, man. And, yeah, man, y'all stay talk wild, man, because this fucking world is crazy, man. There's earthquakes, there's war, there's motherfucking pestilence, and there's famine, and there's false religions, and there's false teachers, false idols, false prophets. Me, I'm just a student who likes to share his notes, man. Taalib al-Haq, man. Check me out, Spotify, YouTube, any motherfucking streaming platform, IG, I am Taalib, Facebook, Taalib's Talismans, if you want to go cop some fly shit. I wish I had some more shit on me. All my shit's in the house. I might just make another video just to show y'all some shit. Check it out, man. Hopefully I can help somebody in one way or another. Recidivism is real. Habits are real. You get out of the penitentiary, man, you're going to feel like you're fucking up against it. Everything's going to feel foreign, spaced out, weird. You know what I mean? You're going to feel disconnected. That's because you are disconnected. The problem is not that you're disconnected. The problem is that you want to reconnect. And what you want to reconnect with is usually some bullshit. Think about that, man. Taalib al-Haq, man. Salute. I'm out.